guys, it's Ann, and it's time for Christmas decorating tip number 2. After watching my video, what do you think that is? Tip number 2 is garland. Yes. Oh man, garland makes a house. Check out this garland I have up here on my beam. Now it's not as complicated as you think. These are 2 strands of garland, picked up, they're 6-foot strands, picked up at Target, buy one, get one half off, not lit. And I put a nail and a little twisty up in that corner, rigged it around here, put a twisty on this corner, and I just threw that up. That is all I did. And I did the same thing on this side. And then because I had a big spot in the middle, and I already had these wreaths in storage, I just put these 2 wreaths up and voila, done. Then of course I needed lights. So I didn't wrap them, I just hung them right on very carefully, wrapped them around the wreath, hung them on this side, draped the lights down the end, and that's it. And doesn't it just look beautiful? It sets the stage for this whole room. I have another piece of garland, same kind of garland from Target, that I just put right up there on the top shelf. That's it. I didn't put any lights or anything, but it gives you just enough green to really set the stage. And then here is a piece of garland that has a hook in the middle, and it can just hang like a spray. And it looks so real. And it just gives you that green color that you need right there. I gotta be honest with you, it was my Auntie Glenda, or Tanta as I called her, that taught me how to Christmas decorate. They used to take me, Uncle Bud and Tanta would take me Christmas tree chopping the day after Thanksgiving, and she would say, choose an extra large tree and then chop off all those pine boughs and gather them, because you are gonna want to put them on every shelf and in every nook and cranny in the house. It'll make it smell good and it'll make it look like Christmas. And then we'd go through and just put shiny things on that to give you that really nice Christmas touch. Where would this room be without garland? I can tell you right now, it wouldn't be what it is, because in this room, I have garland everywhere. Personally, I think every fireplace needs garland, for the most part. There are exceptions, but this garland is so real with the pine needles and the little teeny pine cones. You know, I just really love it. And I always get the unlit garland because, well, frankly, it gives me more versatility and it's way cheaper. So the garland on top of this fireplace just really looks cute, and you can always embellish the garland with any kind of sprays, sprigs, berries, whatever you want. I just love it. This is an area that I put garland every year, and this year I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it because I didn't want to have the work of it. But you know what, in the end, it took me about 20 minutes and it was worth the work. I mean, how beautiful is this? Again, just some real looking garland. I buy my garland half price after Christmas to save a lot of money. And then again, I used twisties and nails, tied it up, and then I basically just laid my lights on top of it. And it's so pretty. Here, I got some holly garland from Piper Classics and put it over the windows in the tavern. Isn't that gorgeous?
Yes.
It doesn't need lights.
It is.
You nut. All right, speaking of garland, this garland has berries on it. It's Threshold from Target, and I picked it up last year after Christmas sale. There were 2 there, and I picked them up and put them in this room, and I love them. And of course, I had to put lights on. Even in the daytime, garland looks really pretty without lights. but at night it's magical. You could just take your garland and wrap it around a candle as a candle ring. It just doesn't matter, but it gives so much depth to all of your decorating, and it's so easy. Garland doesn't even have to be expensive. It comes in all shapes and sizes. This garlic was from the Target dollar section last year. And I just wrapped it around my lantern, and it gives a sprig of color, and it's good to go. Sometimes I put garland in lights. It just gives it enough texture and design to make the light way more festive. Or wrap the garland right around the candles in a lantern or in a bird cage. And it gives me that Christmas look without really that much effort. I actually had these candles in here for fall and took out my fall garland and put in Christmas garland and some berries, and I've got a beautiful scene. So yes, I love garland, but if you don't want to get total garland, just get a sprig or two and you can put it out just like garland. It's way easier, it doesn't get stuck together, and you have a whole lot more options with sprigs too. That's it, guys. Tip number 2 for easy Christmas decorating. Tip number 1 was use lots of Christmas trees all over the place, little ones, big ones, medium ones. Tip number 2 is use garland. Again, add lights, add the garland everywhere. You can add it to shelves, you can add it to beams, you can add it to mantles, around candles, anywhere that you want some green. It adds the color, add the twinkle lights for more pop, and you've got a beautiful, magical Christmas setting. Remember to get things on sale, saves you a lot of money, and then store it and you can use them for Christmases to come. Tip number 3, next week.